So this is 5 minutes later, and the cock is already in the upper nest. We have baby pigeons. Make sure they lay as fast as possible again. Well, hello pigeon lovers. I'm back. And this morning I gave everything a nice little cleanup. And the big news is here. Take a look at this couple. We have the first pigeon babies. So this means that I'm switching up my feeding mixture. My feeding mixture will be this. And this feed is from Bayers, and it's a breeding mixture. So this should give them everything they need. And I will add some oils and extra supplements to this to give some extra support. But that will be it for the breeders, and I hope the youngsters will become nice and healthy, just like their parents. Well, hello there. We have baby pigeons. Let me see. And I think they're doing quite well. So, there's one little trick I want to show you. That is something I do whenever the first youngsters have been born. That's a little trick to make sure they lay as fast as possible again. And that is adding a second nest. So I will be showing you how I do this. And the things that I use for that is nest bowl. I have one of these holders, a nest mat, and some sand. And the sand contains aniseed that smells really nice, and yeah, gives a nice smell to the loft. And that's something we always want, do we? It's always nice to have this under the nest bowl, because if the youngsters have some weak droppings, it won't be a big mess. This stuff will absorb it for a bit. So, well, what I do is I place this above the first bowl, and then I will add this on top. So they will be breeding here, and they will discover that this bowl is there to lay some eggs in, and they will be tempted to, they will be tempted to go in there and lay like a day or 5 faster than usual. The second advantage is that they won't lay their eggs with the youngsters, so the youngsters won't break the eggs. So that's my little trick. I will be showing you how I do this on one box, and then I will show you the final result. So I will take the bowl and I will place it here for a second. Now I will use the sand. Look at these. I'll put the bowl back. I will place this on top. Yes. Now, I will take a bowl and put a nest mat in it. Oh yeah, and by the way, I received a question about where to buy these. You can buy them on Amazon. I found that for most countries they are on there. Here in the Netherlands, it's, yeah, like every pet store has these. Yeah, but on Amazon you can buy these for a few cents. So that's quite nice. And then we place this on top. And that was it. yeah, at first they will be a bit not shy, like they will be a bit scared, but after half a day they discovered the nest bowl, so it won't be stressed. So yeah. So this is 5 minutes later, and the cock is already in the upper nest bowl. So yeah, and it looks quite cozy, doesn't it? Oh, and by the way, this one likes it as well. So those eggs haven't hatched yet, but they will. They will in like a day or so. Let's see if they hatch. Oh yeah, yeah, they're starting to hatch. So yeah, right in time. So as you can see, I removed the extra nest because for the sake of this video, I did it on every box. But usually I always do this, I mean I only do this when the pigeons have hatched from the eggs, and in this case they didn't quite yet. So I placed the extra nest, and I noticed that they left the eggs, so the eggs were cold in the evening. So what I did then, I removed the eggs, put them under this couple. They have been hatched, as you can see, and then I put them back under. So yeah, it was a little scare, but I saved the babies, so that's a good thing. So you see, just always do like you always did, so you don't make mistakes. So that's maybe the best pigeon tip ever. Just do as you always did and don't change your plan. So only if the eggs are hatched, then you change the nest, because otherwise they get scared and they might leave the eggs and you end up with having less pigeons. I haven't shown you this little hen yet. She's the daughter of her. She's my best breeding hen. And her father is a son of him. So, and his son, he flew a first prize against 10,000 birds at a distance of 400 kilometers. So, because the first prize winner, I gave it to a fellow fancier, and yeah, he lives in the same town as I do, and yeah, he did a good job with that pigeon, so it feels like it's a bit of my victory as well. So he was like, okay, you can have this bird back and couple it against your best bird, and as a thank you for the bird that I gave him. So this is the result of that couple. It's quite funny. I bred her in the winter of 2019, and then I gave her, I let her race. So I gave her a bit of training myself, and then the first 2 races she came back, and the third race it was a kind of weird race and I lost her. So 1 year later she came back. My suspicion is that someone took her in and that they used her for breeding, because it's such a beautiful bird. So when she came back I decided to put her in a breeding loft, and now I coupled her against this bird, and this is my best racing bird from the past 3 years. He flew several prizes on the 500k races. So yeah, I think it's a nice couple, those two. He was a really good flying bird. Her genes are great. So yeah, let's just see what the babies are going to do. Let me see, did they hatch yet? Yeah. So we have 2 beautiful babies. Aren't they pretty? All the pigeon babies have hatched from their eggs, and what I change now is that I fill up these little buckets with food, and I will only refill them if it's all gone. So that prevents some spilling. I don't want food to be all over my breeding boxes. And having that said, I would like to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you when I can bring the birds.